Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Chappelle. Welcome back. Here I am in sunny Florida, taking a little break, and I wanted to share a few musings that I've had lately. I was listening to a tape by Deepak Chopra from the Chopra Institute of Well-Being in La Jolla, California. He's a medical endocrinologist, and he was talking about how we function as human beings and our physical aspects of our world, what they're composed of, the different forces, and how we can improve those in order to gain more health and vitality as a human being. And it's interesting when you boil it all down. Let's take the human body, for example. We're a body, but we're a bunch of systems that are made up of organs, cells, molecules, subatomic particles, and then we get down to the quarks and things like that. And basically, when you get down to the basic elements of who we are, all physical elements, including the human body, is just a bunch of vibration levels. And so in order to increase our vitality, we need to ramp up the vibratory levels of the vibrations of the different things that we're subjecting ourselves to in our life in order to attain a higher state of function and vitality as a human being. And I think all of us want that. So how do we get there? I think it's understanding that everything that happens not only internally on a physical level, those cells and so forth, but also the things that we're doing to our body, our different experience that we go through, how we eat, how we move, how we think. It's all those carry certain vibrations with them and have an effect on us as a human being. So it's kind of like a dimmer switch. If you had a dimmer switch on a light, the light has a certain potential to burn at its optimum intensity. But if you take the dimmer switch and turn it down, you reduce the power of the light. And what happens to the light? It gets dimmer. But have we changed the potential of that light? No. The potential still has the potential to go back up. We just need to open the dimmer switch up, let the power come back through, and let the light come back to a higher state of function. Same thing in human beings. There's so many of us out here that are just not functioning at our highest potential because we're not doing those things that increase the vibratory level of the human being and our internal system's ability to express ourselves at our highest level. So if we look at the different aspects of who we are as human, we think about how we move. And it's really unfortunate. If you look about our society nowadays, it's very sedentary. We get up in the morning and we sit and we have breakfast, we watch the weather, we sit in the car going to work, we sit at work, we sit in the car going home, we sit have dinner, and then we sit down and we either watch TV or we get on the computer and answer our email and so forth. So we're not moving that much. And movement is a nutrient to the brain particularly and to the body as a whole, because the movement of our different joints send vibratory signals up to our brain and upregulate your different centers, the immune centers, the hormones, your ability to maintain proper posture and body alignment, different muscular functions and so forth. Literally everything that happens in the body is dependent on these signals getting up, upregulating the brain functions, and then let them tell things how to integrate and function at our highest level. But the problem is we're sitting too much, particularly kids. They call it screen time now. They've even got a name for it, how much time we're on different screens, whether it's your computer, Game Boys, video games, things like that. We're just spending way too much time sitting. I think about back when I was a kid, we'd get home and we were out all day long playing, come in for meals, back out playing until it was time to it was dark and time to come in and take a bath and go to bed. So kids are just not moving enough nowadays, and also us as adults. So we need to move more to increase those vibrational frequencies in the body that allow us to literally vibrate internally at a higher level. And how about the things we eat? On one end of the spectrum, we have the organic, fresh, raw fruits and vegetables. On the other end, we have the things that are microwaved. They're picked before they're vine ripened. They're dead. They've been dead for a long time, shipped to market. Some of the stuff that we eat comes from halfway around the world. And so what we want to do is, and it's not about being perfect, it's just about trying to move your eating habits more into that realm of eating more fresh fruits and vegetables, raw or as organic as possible, to reduce the negative influences of herbicides, pesticides, insecticides, and so forth. So we need to move well, we need to eat well, and then we need to think well also. If you think about your thought processes, our relationships with either other people or even with ourselves, what are your thoughts like? Are they positive or are they negative? Are you down on yourself, or are you creating a vision of where you want to move and putting that in a positive direction? How about the people you're hanging out with? What are their conversations with you like? Are they in a negative mode or are they in a positive mode? You want to get yourself away from negative thinkers. Try to reduce the amount of TV you're watching as much as possible because there's just so much negativity in our world right now. You got to keep current and understand what's going on, but just don't immerse yourself into it 24/7. Also, when we talk about what we're thinking and so forth, we're also affected by what the music we're listening to, the different TV programs and so forth. What kind of messages are they carrying with them? Remember, everything carries a vibration with it. And so do you want the positive vibrations or the negative? I mean, think about some of the rap music out there and all the negativity that's coming down with that. It's really sad to think that our kids are literally programming themselves, on a regular basis with this type of information. So when it all comes down and we think about how we vibrate as human beings, what level are you vibrating at? How much of your dimmer switch is turned down or turned back up? What are you resonating with? A lot of times if you're not quite sure about whether it's good or bad, just try to get quiet and think and listen to your heart. Are you resonating with it? How does it feel to you as a human being internally? Do you get a gut reaction that things are okay or they're not? And you want to try to make changes in your life. Sometimes it's difficult to make these changes. It could be a work situation or coworkers or something like that, or a marriage or a relationship you're in. Sometimes they're very difficult to change. And like Anthony Robbins says, if you have a situation that you're not happy with, you got two choices. You either remove the circumstance or you change your attitude about it and get some help in that process. So I want you to think about this a little bit. Start thinking about the different how you're resonating with things, the different energy levels, whether they're positive or negative, and start to move yourself into taking baby steps to make changes in your life to help you move yourself into that more higher resonant stage that allows you to express more health and vitality and wellness in your life. Please share this with others. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you joining me here today. And remember, you got one life to live. Let's live it well.